Welcome to week 1 of the NFL preseason, where the rookies of today hope to become the stars of tomorrow. It's the Browns and the Jags, and it's coming up next.
We are 15 miles due west of the Atlantic, nestled in downtown Jacksonville at TIAA Bank Field. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Cleveland Browns and the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And they'll run it. This is James Robinson. Takes this to the 27. Give him 4 yards.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line.
Every time I see James Robinson make a run, as we just saw there, one word comes to mind for me, and that's determined. Undrafted, out of Illinois State, always doubted, and all he did, finished 6th in the NFL in rushing. What a find he was in two.
Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked by the rookie Greg Newsome. And it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. The Browns set to go on offense for the first time, led by Baker Mayfield in his 4th season now from Oklahoma.
And while we can quibble a little bit about statistics, to me, Mayfield's coming off his best season yet.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here. Mayfield looks to throw. And he's got his tight end. It's Hooper for the Browns touchdown. Cody Parkey is on now for the point after. It's up and through to make it 7-0 Browns. They had the short field and they made quick work of it. Just 2 plays to get into the end zone. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
On 3rd down, it's Robinson. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now they'll throw it with Lawrence. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down. Charles, a look there at the Jaguars draft class for 2021. And no question, this will all be judged by how Trevor Lawrence performs. But Urban Meyer and crew, they were also able to pick up some potential building blocks later on.
And that's part of the grand plan, because when you draft Trevor Lawrence, you have to surround him with talent. How about picking up Travis Etienne at number 25 in the 1st round, the 2nd running back taken, and the pick from the Jalen Ramsey trade. And then in some serendipity, in the 2nd round, they got a corner, Tyson Campbell, who they hope can replace Jalen Ramsey, as well as a big offensive tackle in Stanford's Walker Little.
Now Lawrence on 1st down. And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And this is picked up by the Browns. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. First carry for Nick Chubb. They find some open field here. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, 49 yards. And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Nick Chubb, about as dynamic a runner as the NFL has to offer. He put his talents on full display there. That was some kind of run.
I think defensively, when you look at a play like that, that's when everyone looks at their teammates and starts shaking their heads a little bit, because now you're wondering, what are we in for? Worked all week to try and limit the big play ability that he possesses, and he winds up taking one to the house in the very first quarter. That was a tremendous run.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves them with 3rd and 5.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On 4th down, on is Logan Cook to punt. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete.
No sense risking anything there on 1st down. Even though he's still in the pocket, he had a receiver out to his side, so just put that in a spot where the only people who could make a play on it are the trainers and the coaches. Well done.
Now a throw here to his running back. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed, because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
He'll let it go deep for Beckham. And the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown. Odell Beckham, 68 yards. And the Browns add on to their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already, extra point pending.
Yeah, you always hear that term. They just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. To return, here's Agnew. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
21-0 our score after 1. And here comes throw number 1 for the backup QB. Got a man, that's Colin Johnson. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Going for it. Here's Etienne. And some room to work. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Travis Etienne, 65 yards. And the Jags' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. The CD, I mean, there are touchdown runs, and then there are touchdown runs. And that one certainly fell into the latter category. Now, that deserves a couple exclamation points. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Kareem Hunt and the rest of the offense making their way back out there. He only has a single solo carry, one. Numero uno, second quarter. They need to get in the ball more, don't they?
I'm not the greatest statistician in the world.
Yeah, you are.
But a back like that with only one carry, that takes me back to college in the classroom. Not enough evidence to declare what you should do the rest of the game. Give him the ball some more and find out.
Will they incorporate him? We'll find out. Keenum now to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was trying to get it to Kadero Hodge, but now it's third down. Working from the gun, Keenum. That's caught. It's Demetric Felton. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. 5 yards, not enough. And it'll be fourth down. On to punt, Jamie Gillen. This is taken at the 23. Call that a 44-yard punt, 5 on the return. And the Jaguars go on offense, first down and 10. Minshew and the Jags now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. Now Carlos Hyde in the game. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. Definitely the last thing you want to see here in a preseason game. We'll be right back. The Jaguars on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Minshew sets to throw. Complete. It's Johnson. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very solid gain of 27.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
72 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. Working with a 2nd and 3. Back to the ground. This time it's Hyde. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Jags picking up the first down there, a gain of 12.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Here's Hyde. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked by Ronnie Harrison. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. To throw again on second down. Keenum. Kadarrell Hodge has it complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Shotgun snap for Keenum. He'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Now Keenum again. And that's going to be caught by Peoples-Jones. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. To throw again on second down. Keenum, he's going to float this one deep right side. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. To throw, it's Keenum. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
The frustration evident there because he couldn't find anyone on 3rd down, and he left no doubt that he was throwing that one away.
First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. That will, right at the 24. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by M.J. Stewart. So that now 2 consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. You wonder if he's trying to do a little too much out there.
Oh, I like where you're going with that maybe he's pressing it a little bit, trying to be too fine with his throws, or maybe overestimating his arm. It could be a combination of all of those things. In any event, he's got to get it figured out and in a hurry.
Throw left side complete. That's Hunt. And he will have a first down as they're into field goal range now at the 30. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And Parkey's kick is good. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. Boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Browns offense getting set to go to work here to start the 3rd. They'll start the third quarter on the ground with Hunt. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
He takes this from the 30 to the 34.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Keenum going to throw on 3rd and 1. He'll get this into the hands of Hodge. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
And able to steer clear of that first tackler as he works his way forward for about 4. From the 41, Keenum. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. A shotgun snap for Keenum. That's complete to Peoples-Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. Keenum now on 1st down. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a gain of 10, and the Browns are going to get a first down.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30.
It always helps when you get great run support from your safeties, and when you get one who can actually read the play and get upfield and shut it down before it gets going, it's exactly what you're looking for.
That one caught by Felton. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line. That one goes for 8 yards. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They run right side with Hunt. And he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. There for the tackle, the former Wisconsin Badger, Leon Jacobs.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Only gets 3 yards there on the heels of the 1-yard pickup. Sets up 3rd and 6. Keenum now to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And that drive was going pretty darn well. 3 previous times converted on 3rd down. But on that one, the defense rose up and said enough of that.
The kick by Parkey is good. And that will push this lead up to 20 now. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the 3rd quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field. But they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more preseason football on EA Sports. Back now in Jacksonville. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. Escaping the pressure right. He's got the first down and more past midfield. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 49-yard line. And Minshew with nowhere to go, and they take him to the ground. Jordan Elliott, what an effort from him on that play. Big tackle for a loss of 11. 2nd and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Another try after the first down sack. Minshew being chased out left. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain.
Partner was a definite passing down, but he was able to leak out and pick up some good yardage, even though the coverage was excellent. Maybe it's not exactly how they drew it up, but he still got a big chunk of yardage on 2nd down.
Minshew going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Greedy Williams picks it off, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It has been a dream start to the preseason thus far as they look to finish things strong in the 4th quarter. They'll begin the drive with Hunt. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 50 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. A carry here for Hunt. Try to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. The stop there by Jay Tufele. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave them with 3rd and still 7 yards to go. Here's a handoff out of the gun. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. Here's Jamie Gillendow as he's on to punt for Cleveland. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. And now out come the Jags. And certainly this not the performance that they were hoping for to begin the exhibition season, but still plenty to watch for in this 4th quarter. And that one going to be off target and incomplete. He was looking for James O'Shaughnessy as tight end. And it's 2nd down. Out of the gun is Minshew. Philip Dorsett hauls it in. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Here's Minshew. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They'll run for it. Hyde. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, it just seems like all game long there hasn't been a lot of sync quarterback to wide receiver on this side of the football.
They haven't been on the same page, quarterback and receivers. Heck, they haven't been on the same grease board when you draw plays up. They haven't been on the same surface tablet that you look at on the sidelines. Nothing's worked for them. They've got to find a way to start matching each other's movements.
Minshew, 1st and 10. And he rifles one incomplete. He was looking for Travis Etienne out of the backfield. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
On 2nd and 10, Minshew, he's got his tight end O'Shaughnessy. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 26. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. It'll be Minshew again. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Philip Dorsett, 26 yards. And the Jaguars have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed. But if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively, though, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Cleveland offense making their way out, and a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll start with Hunt on the ground, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Hunt, and he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here. And it was a game where they were off and running in the 1st quarter, Charles, and never looked back.
You know, partner, after a while, we always say the same thing, don't we? They set the tone.